This week on the Brandon Gona Show, we gotta talk about something serious. Come over here. And that's the increase in hate crimes against Asians. Plus, the city of Toronto is creating dozens of new neighborhood names. I wanna hear your suggestions. And a community is fighting to save one of its last remaining grocery stores. Malton, where you at? And in your voice, it's officially been 1 year since the COVID-19 pandemic began. How are you feeling? Then an open and honest, the one, the only Kardinal Offishall. Episode 10 of the Brandon Gona Show starts right now. Woo! All right. Episode 10. Chris, you're excited, eh?
I'm excited.
Dakota, you excited?
So excited.
Are you excited at home? Because we made it to episode 10. BG Squad, oh my gosh, we're feeling the love today. Like, it's so nice. But before we go any further, you still have some homework to do. So remember, you got to hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and follow us on the socials. Right? Okay, good, because we're seeing numbers, baby. Numbers. I have too much energy, but it's fine. We'll hold it together, because right now, it's time for News You Can Use. Whew. It has been a heavy news week this week. I'm sure we've all have heard the devastating news out of Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Right? Heartbreaking to hear about the mass shooting that left 8 people dead. 6 of those people were Asian women. I want to show you who is at the center of all of this. The man, Robert Aaron Long, in connection with the killing. Right now, he's facing 8 counts of murder. Now listen to this. Rather than rehash everything that went down, what I do want to focus on and talk about is the police response to this mass killing and to these crimes, or the lack of police response, I should probably say. So let's kind of break it down for you, because as we know, the murders, they took place on a Tuesday. But then less than 24 hours later, police, they held a press conference saying this. Take a look at your screen.
I spoke with investigators. They interviewed him this morning, and they got that impression that, yes, he understood the gravity of it, and he was pretty much fed up and kind of at the end of his rope, and yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So that's Officer Jay Baker there, calling this mass murderer, saying that he had a bad day.
It's such a poor choice of words.
It's crazy to me, because a bad day to me is maybe spilling my coffee, tea, water on my lap.
Yeah.
Maybe I left my laptop at home. A bad day isn't going out and deciding to kill 8 people because of hatred in your heart. Right? And this is something that Asian Americans and Asian Canadians have had to live with and sit with over the course of the last week. Of course, many people around the world are livid with how the police has responded to this, and they haven't denounced these murders as hate crimes. Instead, police are believing what this alleged mass murderer said, which is what they quote, is that he had a sex addiction.
But it's the humanizing for me. They're humanizing him.
Right.
Right? And where, not everybody gets that opportunity from the police to be
That's
humanized.
such a great point. And that's something that a lot of people have talked about, especially when it comes to the killings of people of color, in particular Black people. But I want to go back to this clip, okay, from police. Take a look at this.
He apparently has an issue, what he considers a sex addiction, and sees these locations as something that allows him to go to these places, and it's a temptation for him that he wanted to eliminate.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in here. But listen to this. We did some digging as well, and that same officer, surprisingly, or maybe not, on his social media in the past has shared racist posts about China and COVID-19 on Facebook.
Are you joking?
Yeah, take a look at your screen. There's the images right there. And by the way, as we're talking about this, I don't want people to think that this is a one-off. Anti-Asian hate has been happening for quite some time now. And I'm not just talking about in the States, also right here in Canada as well. Look at this example, because not too long ago in Montreal, there was a Korean man who was walking home when he was sprayed by a burning substance that left him temporarily blind.
Oh my goodness.
And it took police 2 days to consider that a potential hate crime.
What?
Just one day after the mass killings in Georgia, back in the US, a Chinese grandmother had to fight off an attacker who attacked her out of nowhere for no other reason. Look at this.
This gutsy 75-year-old woman gave an alleged attacker a lot more than he bargained for. She says she fought back with that stick after this guy punched her in the face for no reason in San Francisco.
Wow.
Yeah. So BG Squad, you know, we said it off the top, it's a heavy topic, but it's a real one that so many people have to live with and are dealing with right now. So I want to ask you this. How would you have liked to see Georgia police respond to this? What would you have wanted them to say? Let us know right now in the comment section. And remember, it's time we stop Asian hate, and it's time we stop all hate in general.
All hate.
All right, I want to ask you guys another question. Which neighborhood do you rep? Because I rep Rexdale and Brampton and many other neighborhoods as well. But Chris, which neighborhood do you rep?
I rep Brampton. and Toronto.
All right. What about you, Dakota?
Well, Brampton.
Okay.
I mean,
Say it proudly,
can I
girl.
take that back?
Say it with your full chest.
Oh, boy.
Burns, what neighborhood do you rep? Brampton. Whew. There's a lot of Brampton people out here, eh?
It's almost like we know each other.
Almost. I wonder where from. But listen, if you're in Toronto, you're gonna have a lot more options in the future because the city is actually creating new neighborhood names. In fact, listen to this. For the first time in more than 20 years, the city of Toronto is redrawing its map and creating 34 new neighborhoods to account for population growth.
Interesting.
It really is interesting.
Do people get to vote on the names?
Well, you know what? You can't submit any suggestions, but right now they have come up with a few on their own. And already some of the ones that they've come up with, creating a bit of controversy. Yeah.
Let's hear this.
Well, one of the names is around Ryerson University. They want to rename that area as Ryerson. But here's the thing. Many people might know, but maybe some of you might not know, but the name Ryerson, the namesake of that university, is actually quite a controversial figure. Look at your screen right now because Egerton Ryerson, who Ryerson University is named after, was actually a proponent of residential schooling.
Oh, okay.
As we know in this country, was a main weapon used by Canada to carry out cultural genocide amongst Indigenous people. So it is really, really interesting that this somehow made its way even into the initial document suggesting names. And already we're hearing from former and current Ryerson students that they're unhappy with this. One student even went on to say this: I feel like they didn't do their research, or if they didn't consider how this would make people feel. So I think it is a big question to ask because of the history related to this name. Should the city continue on with that, or should they change course here? Let us know what you think in the comment section. Yeah, so I know which names I'm probably gonna go and vote for or suggest, and I know which ones I'm probably not, and I don't want the stress around that because we're in a stressful time. It's tax time. Did you forget? Chris, why are you nodding? You already filed your taxes. You told us this last week.
I'm empathizing.
Well, thank you for the empathy. Burns, have you filed your taxes?
Nope.
Why not?
It's too confusing.
You're not the only one, eh? Everybody's confused this year. It's a heavy year, but did you know? There's an easy and transparent online service you can use to take that headache away. Trust me, it's called TurboTax Live. And here's the thing, why I think it's so fascinating and so amazing is that you can literally use the service while you're at home, in your PJs, potentially in your underwear, no judgment, after you're watching the Brandon Kona show, and get your taxes filed from start to finish. Because here's the reality. It's a complex year for everybody. Whether you're a small business owner, right? Part-time worker, maybe you have just a side hustle. The reality is COVID has led so many people to potentially access government support programs for maybe your business or maybe just for yourself as an individual. What is that gonna mean for you though at tax time and for your tax return? I know a lot of people are scratching their heads. Don't scratch out your hair. Okay, let the experts do it. Okay, they got more than 10 years of experience. They know what they're doing, right? They'll handle it from start to finish. It's transparent, okay? And more importantly, you know what you're getting, meaning that the price you pay is the price
You pay.
done talk. Head over to turbotax.ca/full service. You need to use that, eh? Okay. All right, big story happening in Malton right now because residents are trying to save one of the last remaining grocery stores in their community, and they even started a petition. And it's garnered already thousands of signatures. Here's the thing. Last week, Walmart Canada, they announced that they're closing 6 stores across the country. I want to show you the list of places where those stores are closing. And as you can see, Malton is one of those locations. Now, for most communities, this wouldn't be the biggest deal, but for Malton, it is a big deal. And I'm going to try to explain why after speaking with some community members. Firstly, if you've ever been to Malton, it is a community inside Mississauga, a part of Mississauga, but oftentimes they feel disconnected from the city of Mississauga itself. The second part is that, Westwood Mall. Has anybody here ever been to Westwood Mall?
Of course.
Yeah. Wait,
course.
you grew up in Malton, right?
Yes, yeah.
So as you know, Westwood Mall is like the heart of the community, and the thing is, it's so easily accessible. So for many people to get your groceries there was such an easy thing to do. But of course, community members are now in fear that people are going to have to travel further distances to just get fresh produce. Take a listen.
Malton is a community in Mississauga with 40,000 people. When Walmart closes, there's only going to be one fresh food retailer, and this is a community that has many single-parent households, many people that don't have a vehicle, many elderly folks as well that rely on Walmart and the services of Westwood Mall as a whole. Walmart has not only fresh food, but general goods, dry merch, toys.
So as I mentioned, a petition has been started on change.org trying to urge or ask Walmart to see if they can save the location. You can see it's already garnered thousands of signatures, but we also did reach out to Walmart to get some answers as to why they made this decision. And here's what they had to say. Take a look at your screen. Walmart says it was a difficult decision to announce that we will be closing the Malton store this summer. But they also said this, that all associates at the store will be offered positions at nearby Walmart locations. Walmart also went on to say that they're also investing over $500 million this year alone in their store network with a focus on refurbishing and refreshing stores, and this alone will create more than 2,000 construction jobs. So I do think that's something important to highlight. But of course, for the community, what is going to be the impact on them? It is a big story. It's one that we are going to follow. We've received a lot of people writing into our show asking us to cover this story, so we'll certainly keep an eye on it for you. And since we're talking about food, can I be honest with you right now? Yeah? Okay, I'm kind of feeling a little bit peckish. Why are you laughing? You didn't bring me no food?
I feel you, though. I could also peck at something.
Oh, we should order a pizza.
We should.
We shall.
Let's do it.
Okay. But let's watch the delivery person. Let me tell you why. Okay, listen to this. So basically, this family in Detroit, they ordered a pizza, okay? And like with any person who orders a pizza, you want your pizza to arrive on time, fresh, and warm.
Naturally.
Naturally. Here's the thing. This delivery person was caught walking up to the person's house about to deliver the pizza when, look at that, the pizza drops out of the box.
No, you're lying.
No, I'm getting a bit nervous saying the rest of this story. Because guess what the man did next? He picked up the pizza off of the porch, off of the floor, put it back in the box, rearranged the pepperoni, tried to massage the cheese, and delivered the pizza. Thank goodness for doorbell cameras, eh? Thank goodness for doorbell cameras. Listen, sir, delivery person, sir. No, I don't have it again.
Excuse me. You're doing too much.
And he has no job now. That's the news you can use for the week. Hey BG Squad, it's been officially 1 year since this COVID-19 pandemic began and the world changed. Our lives changed. Now, with the vaccine slowly rolling out and things slowly reopening, the big question is, have we changed or are we still the same? It's time for your voice. One year since this pandemic began.
Yes, I know.
How have you been during all of it?
How?
Yeah.
surviving.
I try to stay in as much as I can, but I'm a frontline worker, so I have to be on the road, right?
Nothing's really changed. Got to wear a mask everywhere. That's about it.
Are you from the, New York, Chicago, or celebrity?
No, we're from Toronto, baby. Yeah,
Toronto, bravo, super.
What's been the hardest part over the year?
Learning to not socialize.
I keep my patients safe, and I keep myself safe, so that's the hardest part.
The hardest part is probably online school, because I'm not used to it. So it's just a new environment that you have to adapt to.
I am so depressed. I retire and I cannot go out. What is going on?
Yeah, no sports either, and I'm a very active person. And most of my friends are from sports, so the socializing.
Was there any hard parts for you in particular though?
Not really.
Have you been able to find joy during this year though? Have you picked up any new hobbies, or have you just been so busy?
Oh, read.
I work out a lot and I'm working, running and jogging and everything.
She's been teaching Taekwondo online.
Can you show us something really quickly?
Okay, I'll do a front snap kick. Ready?
Jesus.
Ta-da!
You didn't pick up any new hobbies? Try anything interesting at least?
I work all day, bro.
No guy better try and mess with you.
That's facts.
You like the shopping, eh?
If you don't shop, you don't feel good.
So hold on. So you like to look at your retail therapy?
That's
Let me see
right.
what you got in there.
No, you can't see that.
What is that, brassiere?
That's right.
All right.
Pretty good. Maybe the flexibility might be a little work.
The flexibility.
It could be because of the jeans though.
Yeah. Do you think we've been changed as a people?
We are so sad. We are not happy anymore.
Even now, we're not even get close to each other. People act all different. You don't even know if you can approach somebody on the street and say hi anymore.
I've changed completely. I have a different personality and everything.
I'm over 50, and this is something new for everybody. If you think about it, they didn't shut the world down for World War II.
I'm missing sitting at a bar and having a drink.
It's really so hard to be at home.
Thank you for being a frontline worker.
Oh,
Thank you for taking the time, to even speak with us. But, day in, day out, risk your life to save other people's lives. Have you gotten the chance to get your vaccine yet? Or are you eligible yet?
Today I'm here for vaccine there. So I got my first shot today.
Oh my gosh, how do you feel?
I'm feeling great.
What's changed for you since COVID?
Well, I've learned more about myself, about who I am. And I've also learned, what else have I learned? Oh, I became a CEO during this pandemic. And if there's one thing that will remain even after this pandemic is officially over, it's this show. Because we're going to be here, continuing to tell your stories.
When I go to Trinidad, it's too much bacchanal, okay? Okay? Too much bacchanal.
You can bacchanal?
I can bacchanal. Okay,
No.
bacchanal is good, okay?
You know how to bacchanal?
Bacchanal is good, okay?
Okay.
Well, you put the songs and you bacchanal, okay?
But you know how to break it down? You know how to break it down?
Of course.
Hey, BG Squad, on this week's Open and Honest, we wanted to speak with a Canadian legend, a hip-hop legend. And honestly, I don't think I gotta say anything else except for his name. Kardinal Offishall.
Yeah, we don't say you know what I'm saying. T that says you don't know. Oh me, oh my eyes. Empress, president, pull anywhere you go on earth cause you're beautiful, okay?
Cardi, you ready to go?
Come on, brother. Born ready.
Born ready, you got the hat, you got the drip.
Man, this is bedroom drip, but we'll go with it. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Still looking fresh though. Thanks so much for joining us. I just want to ask you off the top, okay? Off the top, this year has been wild. This past year has been wild. It still feels wild. But how are you doing? How have you been coping?
It's not an easy question to answer, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think because of my belief system and what I've been through, navigating and remaining, I've been living in gratitude. It's been tough, man. It's been tough because it's tough from the standpoint of I'm so used to interacting with humans. You know what I'm saying? A lot of what we do is feeding off of the good energy from the crowd, from the fans you meet, traveling, having amazing, even some of the, going to a different city and having business meetings over a foreign meal. Like, usually I'm somebody that's projecting, but now it's kind of like I'm looking inward. You understand?
So what have you found about yourself?
That I don't give myself enough credit. You know what I'm saying? I find that I spend a good amount of my time trying to make sure other people are good. You know what I mean? Trying to bring up the new artists, whether it's, at my executive job at Universal. I discovered I'm an empath. So a lot of what I love to do is to make sure that other people are good. You know what I'm saying? To shine a light on other people. But I also realize that, I haven't, as much as I probably should, I haven't paid enough attention to myself.
Cardi, I want to talk about giving yourself credit, because from the outside, I feel like everybody knows you're the OG. You know what I mean? Like, you paved the path for so many people who are coming up now, who've already came up, So when you look back at your career, what's one of the highlights for you?
The amount of different things that I experienced, Virgin, it's like, looking back now, it's something to feel proud of. But at the same time, there's a part of me that's a little bit sad, because I'm like, man, like, I really should have soaked it up at that time. Yeah.
So do you have a favorite song of your own?
No.
So which one will you always remember making? Like, which one will always stand out for you? Which song will always stand out for you?
I'll tell you the honest truth. The song that I had one of the best experiences making is one of the songs that I hate the most. So yeah, so when I made Belly Dancer with Pharrell, right?
Hey! A belly dancer, a snake charmer, a belly dancer, a snake charmer.
Now this is after we did the Grindin' remix, which was like a dream come true. When I met Pharrell, he was a fan of Old Time Killing. Like, wow. He loved it. And at the time, I was loving Grindin' from the Clips. And I told him that. And he's like, yo, we're about to do this remix. I would love to get you, love to get you on this remix. And I was just like, all right, bro. Like, that's just industry talk. People say that all the time. But back them times, it wasn't like there was an email or something. The man FedExed me a hard copy of the Pro Tools. You understand? And the Grindin' remix, I put that in the machine, wrote my thing, recorded it. The whole thing was done within 20 minutes. From that remix, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was so important to be a part of that at that time, because it literally was like the biggest hip hop song that was out at the time. So it was a massive look. But it was from that Pharrell was like, yo, I have to work with you on your album. I have to. And we were like, all right, cool. Like, what are you gonna tell Pharrell no?
Can I ask you this? Like, why do Canadian artists, rappers, have to go to the States to blow up? Why can't, I feel like we're starting to see a change now where they can, where our artists can stay here in Canada, but you think they still need to go to the States?
It's not even about the States. It's unfortunately, we still don't have the infrastructure that we need here.
But what do you mean by infrastructure?
I mean, for Black music, we don't have the support needed from radio, from television, from media, award shows.
How does that feel? What does that feel like as an artist, knowing that you have to leave?
It doesn't feel good at all, bro. Listen, all right, Dangerous was the most obvious thing, and there's a lot to it, right?
Bigger head, good body shape. When she on the dance floor, girl am irate. When she do I think man can't walk straight. That biscuit will soak up everything on our plate.
The maddest and most disappointing thing is that Dangerous took off, and within a couple of weeks, it was in the Hot 100 on Billboard. I think within the third week, it was within the top 40. Like, it was moving lightning quick. But the thing is that Canada didn't even mention it until it was already gone clear. We have some of the biggest exports the world has ever seen. But the thing is, if you look at Drake, if you look at Jesse Reyes, if you look at The Weeknd, if you look at Bieber, on and on and on, even to myself, we all had to go outside of Canada to get a deal.
Tell us the top 3 artists, rappers or R&B artists that you're listening to that we should be watching out for. Or maybe top 5.
I would say Savannah Ray for sure.
Yeah.
I would say Toby. I would say Emmanuel without question. A youth named Zach Zoya. You know what? Going for a wild card. Shout out to my homegirl Majo.
I'm on TikTok. I know you're now on TikTok as well. Dangerous is like having this resurgence.
Can't stop myself from looking, noticing you, noticing me. Watch out, I've seen a type before. That girl is so dangerous.
The interesting thing is that the TikTok dangerous thing blowing has shifted the way that I've looked at TikTok, but it's also given me a greater understanding of what's really happening within our society right now. You've had catalog tracks, which are, 18 months and older. Those are considered catalog. And then you have the brand new stuff. And it's usually been those 2 lanes. And it's good that you said resurgence, is you're having the kind of a third lane now, to where there's these tracks that are resurgent songs that for me and you, it might be nostalgic, but for a whole generation, they're brand new songs.
Right.
So what's happening is it's starting to not only generate new revenue for these songs. For me, it's amazing because people are like, yo, I love this song. Cardi Wagwan, where's the new tune? And then there's a song that's by the time this interview is out, there's a song called Freedom Heights that's out, and it actually features myself, Savannah Ray, Emmanuel, the Queen Julie Black, and then also from originally from Texas, but she's in LA now, my homegirl Susan Carroll. All of the money from that song, all the royalties are going towards the NIA Center here in Canada. So all that will go towards helping them build that center, which will hopefully be Canada's first Black live space.
Honestly, thanks for taking the time to speak with us and to dive deeper. There were so many more questions that I had for you, but that just means you're gonna have to come back on the show.
Big up and blessings from me and mine, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much, Cardi. Promise me we'll talk soon, okay?
Anytime, brother, anytime.
No, he's a real one. Cardi's a real one. And you know this, I just want everybody to know that we're gonna continue having great and big guests throughout the remainder of the season. So keep it locked, okay? It's time for good news. All right, so we made it to the end of the show. Good news, but before we get there, hold it. I just wanted to show you guys and tell you guys about this short film that I watched recently that I think everybody, if you have the time, should take a look at it. It's called Talk, and it's about mental health, particularly mental health in the Black community. Really about mental health amongst Black men, which is a conversation that is not often had, but which needs to happen a lot more. So if you do have some time, head over to their Instagram page. It's Talk Film 2020. Watch it and share it as well. Give it a bit of love, okay? Okay, speaking about love, can we talk about good news? Because we have this interesting story. Imagine working together, okay, and becoming best of friends. But then finding out that you're not just best of friends, you're even closer.
Oh boy.
Watch this.
I asked her, I'm like, oh, hey, like, are you from the Dominican Republic? And she walked past and was like, yeah, but I'm adopted. And I'm like, no, wait, like, me too.
From that point on, we were sisters, we were twins, we dressed alike, we had an event and we dressed alike. And I have photos of us. My shirt says I'm the big sister, her shirt said I'm the little sister.
Like, we have literally been joking around about this for 8 years.
I said, Cassie, like, I am in fact like your biological sister. And it was one of those moments that you don't even know what to say.
That we could be brothers.
Oh, we could be. We could be. You would be lucky. Some good genes.
Those Johnson jeans.
Those Johnson jeans.
Well, not only did we have some good news today, we also have some great news.
What
today.
happened?
And so, really quickly, I'm coming out of.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Well,
This has never happened on the show before.
We have a gift for you, celebrating your 10th episode from our friends at Hennessy.
Oh, shoot.
They have delivered this for you, so please open it and let us know.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations to you from Hennessy.
Honestly, okay, I'm actually sweating now, and we don't have makeup on staff, so. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Y'all wrapped it up real good, eh?
Let us see.
30-minute show, I know. Time. Oh!
Oh.
Not the Hennessy XO.
Can you open it for us?
Oh, you want us to? Okay, no, listen.
Slide it.
Can
to
I
the
get a
side.
glass?
Slide it. There we
Oh,
go.
oh.
Careful, please.
Oh my gosh! Look at this! Can you see it?
What does it say?
The Brandon Gomez Show. Listen, 10 episodes in, I don't know if words can describe, oh man.
Is that a tear? Are you crying?
Don't even.
I know.
Don't do it.
Hold it together. Hold it together. Hold it together. But we just want to say thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for joining us on this journey. It's not coming to an end, so relax. Okay? But just want to say, BG Squad, you are the realest. And I can't wait for us to be worldwide. Worldwide. And never forget, this is not about me. It's about us.
Exactly.
A reminder, we are going to be doing a special episode for episode 11, and we have a special interview planned for you on episode 12, and we will be back with fresh episodes come episode 13, my lucky number. So remember, if you have any great stories, send us news@BrandonGotoShow.com. I can't even remember how to end this. Follow, like, subscribe, share, all the goodness, all the goodness, all the goodness. We love you for watching.